What's going on, everyone? LA Sports back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be doing my new series. I'm going to be starting a new series of New York Giants offseason free agent targets. This free agency is actually closer than we all think. I'm going to have to be doing about one a day of these. If I want to get them all in time, I'm doing separate videos on each free agent target for the New York Giants. And I'm going to be starting with my favorite and probably most New York Giants favorite. And the best one, and the one that, it's not a long shot, but it's going to be tough. There's no question about it. He's going to be pricey. He's the best at his position. And that's Tremaine Edmunds, the Buffalo Bills linebacker. We all know where Dayball and Shane came from. It is Buffalo. And, they have ties with Buffalo, and, they know a lot of these players. So, obviously, players from Buffalo, we have a better chance of getting them, than maybe some other teams. There's some continuity, and, maybe there's some more interest in these guys than other linebackers outside the Bills and around the NFL as free agents. But looking at Tremaine Edmunds, he's been nothing short of fantastic so far in his young career. 4 seasons he's been in the league. He started all 74 games played. He missed a couple last year, but he's certainly a big-time player. He's a 2-time Pro Bowler. He's an absolute beast. He hasn't been to the Pro Bowl in 2 years. He's actually been in the league for 5 seasons. He hasn't been to the Pro Bowl in 2 years. There's really, for me, there's no doubts he'll get back there. He is really good. And looking at his stats from last year with the Bills in 13 games, he had an interception, he had a sack, and he had 102 total tackles, 3 QB hits, 6 tackles for loss. He's been great. There's no question about it. He's been a really good player throughout his career, and he's still so young, which is the good part. He's going to be 25 years old in May. He's 6'5", 250, big-time linebacker. Of course, the Giants really, really need a linebacker. They really lack linebacking. And I think this could be ultimately the quarterback of the defense if you could get a guy like Tremaine Edmunds. He is that good. He's been on a winning team. He knows, how to win. Of course, he's got experience. Even though he's 24 years old, he's got experience because he's been in the league for 5 years. He got drafted really young, back in 2018 in the first round, 16th overall. Now, there's certainly a lot of options, at linebacker for the Giants this offseason, and I'm going to be getting into a lot of them, at least my favorite ones and the ones I think we have a good shot at getting. I'll just throw a name out there, Levante David, solid linebacker. So guys like that, I think these are really important. This is a really important position and a really big need for the Giants at linebacker. I think, if we don't sign one ultimately in free agency, I think we very well could take one in the first 2 rounds of the draft. And even if we do sign one, we could go linebacker heavy and just have a really good middle part of our defense. Have a good linebacker from free agency and a good, young, early drafted linebacker from the draft. But, the thing with Edmunds is when you're the top of your position in a free agent class, you're going to get a lot of money. And what I'm seeing on Twitter is what I don't like to hear as a Giants fan, that he could be getting $15-16 million. And if he's making that money, it just won't be here in New York. Joe Shane is a smart GM. Free agency is to, fill holes, but not build your team, right? So you're not going to spend a ton of money in free agency. I think if he were in the $11 or $12 million range, then he's certainly in play for the Giants. I think at $12 million, Tremaine Edmunds is a fantastic linebacker at that value, especially. But at the end of the day, maybe the money just won't work out. But if the Giants can get him on a 4-year deal, at $12 million a year, and you're looking at about a 4-year 48 or 4-year 50 even, $1 million deal. That's 12.5 a year. I think it's in play. But if he's, making the 14, 15, 16 million dollars, like, teams are probably going to want to pay him. Like maybe a team like the Lions who really need a linebacker and, they have a weaker defense. They might really pay the big bucks for him. I just don't think the Giants are going to spend to the max on Tremaine Edmunds. Hey, maybe they do. Maybe I could be completely wrong, totally wrong. But Joe Schoen has said they have a walkaway price for everybody that they're going after. And, I would think that it's probably in the $12 million or so range for Tremaine Edmunds. I don't think they go up $15, $16 million. You could do a lot with that amount of money. But, I would love Tremaine Edmunds on the Giants. I think he would fill a huge need. And he would not just be a stopgap type guy. He would be a guy who's here for many seasons, playing really good value and very hard-nosed, good football for a long time. Now, like I said before, when I do these series, I don't like to make any predictions, or I don't make any predictions. But just briefly, I wouldn't consider it likely we get Tremaine Edmunds. I think we could probably get a tiered below Tremaine Edmunds type linebacker in free agency if we go that route for linebacker in free agency, which I do think we'll get somebody in terms of a linebacker in free agency. But if Edmunds is making the big, the top dollars, I just don't think it's with the Giants. Maybe he sees something here and he decides to take $2 million less annually, but this is really his one time he's going to get paid probably, and he's probably going to want to cash in. So we'll see how it all plays out. But I really do like Tremaine Edmunds. I think he's a solid guy. I see on Giants Twitter a lot of Giants fans love him, and I just wanted to touch base with him, on him, and just kind of talk about him. I would love him to be a Giant, but I'm not expecting that, and I'm not predicting anything. But it's certainly an option. I wouldn't rule anything out, especially with Joe Schoen, Brandon Brown, and this New York Giants organization. I love the way we are headed. I love the direction we're trending towards, and I'm really happy here as a New York Giants fan. But that's all I got in this video. You guys let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on Tremaine Edmunds. Can't see anyone who wouldn't want him, especially at an affordable price. But you guys let me know all that good stuff down in the comment section. As always, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We'll see you guys all in the next video. And as always, let's go Giants.